Hi and welcome to Molly's Monday Machination video edition for Thursday the 1st of May. First one, we might have two, it just depends how I go, but we're going to have a look at the sides for round 7 of footy in the AFL. So the first game is between West Coast and Carlton at Subiaco, starting at 6:40 in West Australian time on Friday. And the ins for the West Coast are Graham, Fletcher, McNamara and Nikoskis, with the outs being Kerr suspended, Adam Hunter with a knee, Shannon Hurn with a shin and Brett Staker, who appears to be dropped. For Carlton, the outs are Adam Hartlett hamstring, Pfeiffer omitted and Brett Thornton a knee, with the ins being O'Halpin, Wiggins and David Allard, who will be making his debut. In the next match between Geelong and Brisbane, there are no changes for Geelong, with their emergencies being Prismal, Rook and Varco. The Lions have brought in Ashley McGrath, Mitch Clark, Troy Selwood and Albert Proud. The outs are Travis Johnson with a hamstring, James Polkinghorne with an AC, Henderson omitted and Scott Harding omitted. For the Hawthorn blockbuster at the MCG versus Carlton, no change for the Hawks, with the emergencies being Tim Clark, Stuart Dew and Josh Kennedy. Collingwood have ins of Burns and Rocker, outs of Cook and Wellington, both omitted. Richmond versus St Kilda at the Telstra Dome Saturday night sees Richmond no change, so Joel Belden still not in the side. Daniel Jackson, Trent Cotchin and Kane Pettifar on the emergencies list. So if you have Joel Belden in your dream team, probably time for him to move on. Check out the Coaches Box, www.coachesbox.com.au for more details on that. The Saints, Gardner, Schneider and a surprising Garrick after his 1-point performance down in Tasmania are ins. Outs are Michael Ricks, Lee Fisher and Jason Blake. Adelaide versus North Melbourne at AAMI Stadium on Saturday night. The ins being Massey and Seller. That's James Seller, who had a pretty good NAB Cup taken from Geelong in the 2006 draft. The outs are McGregor omitted and Rutten with a bad back. So that'll be a big loss. For North, the ins are Brown, Pratt and Josh Smith. Josh Smith is a new player taken 62 in the 2007 draft from West Perth. The outs are Edwards, Sinclair and Sainsbury, all Edwards injured, the rest omitted. We've got squads for the Sunday game. Sydney versus the Bulldogs at the SCG. Ins are Brennan, Everett, Matthews, Playfair, Smith. Outs Luke Ablett and Nick Davis, with Henry Playfair being named for the first time for Sydney or possibly making his start. And into the squad, no one out for the Western Bulldogs, but Skipper, Tiller and Ward all in. Melbourne versus Freo at perhaps the game going for the lowest attendance ever. Melbourne have ins of Whelan, Bate, Garland and Buckley, and Lyndon Duggan has been omitted. For the Fremantle Dockers, the ins are Chris Tarrant, Des Headland, Andrew Foster, Brock O'Brien, Robbie Warnock, Paul Duffield and Mark Johnson. The outs are Grover with an injury, Roger Hagen injured, Josh Carr suspended and Clayton Hinkley omitted, which is a bit of a loss for Dream Teamers because he looked like a player who might pick up to take over some of your rookie back positions. The other bad news for Dream Teamers is that Daniel Gilmore looks like he's on the bench and could be out, so that may affect me as well. For Essendon, the ins are Atkins, Bell Chambers, Hislop, Jeddah, Johnson, Myers, Neagle and Danaher. The outs, Dustin Fletcher with a groin, Jason Laycock omitted, Adam Romanascus with a virus, Kyle Ream a foot and Jason Winderlick with a groin. So some bad ones there for Dream Teamers. David Myers is a new player from Perth. He was taking at pick 6 in the 2007 draft. Jared Addison is from the Bendigo Bombers, taken in the rookie draft. Darcy Danaher is father and son pick. He was picked at 39 from the Quarter Cannons. And Tom Bell Chambers is from the Tassie Mariners, taken in the pre-season draft with pick 8. Port Adelaide. have in Gray, Loney, Lauer and Stewart, with the outs being Chad Corns. So that's the teams. Hopefully it's good news for your super coach or dream team. For me, it's not bad. Happy to see Proud in for Brisbane to shore up my defence. With the interesting thing is that he is named as the Rover, so maybe a good us poor suffering dream teamers may get a good result there with Proud. Anyway, check back tomorrow for or later on even for either a review of the footy show and some of the incidents on that, or possibly tomorrow night after the game for a review of the game. So yeah, don't forget to check out the site at afl.mollizine.com, and I'll talk to you soon.